I play Hawkman, aka Carter Hall or Couture Hall, depending on what age and era we're talking about. Hawkman, he's a character who has the power to reincarnate. So back in his first life, back when he was an Egyptian prince named Khufu, he found this Thanagarian metal called nth metal that he realized he could use to negate or defy gravity and could fly. He could do a whole bunch of other things with this metal as well, which he found out later through the years. So for him, he used this metal, applied it as a warrior, applied it to his natural way of being. And as he dies and reincarnates through life, he's still journeying as this warrior. He still knows who he is. He collects and sort of finds pieces of himself, finds pieces of his history to hold on to. He is a warrior through and through. And I love the fact that he's just a man of fully fortified moral ethics. So we have Carter Hall, who's right now leading the JSA. He takes on different hosts every so often. So in this lifetime, we get to see him being hosted by Kent, good friend of Carter, and we get to see their budding relationship and their friendship shine through. And for me, it's pretty cool because Kent is played by Pierce Brosnan, and it's Pierce, 007. So yeah, it's just cool. And then we have Noah Centineo playing Adam Smasher. Adam Smasher is awesome because he's so funny, he's witty. He has the ability to smash atoms, change his physical form to grow as big as he can grow, and then shrink down. So we get to have a lot of fun seeing that, how it plays out, and then also just with Adam Smasher's attitude and coming up as sort of young. He's not, he likes to get into a little bit of trouble here and there, but he's funny, and I think that people are gonna love seeing this side of Noah. And then we also have Cyclone, played by Quintessa Swindell. Cyclone has this awesome power to just manipulate wind, create exactly that. Cyclone's tornadoes. She can just, take a whole building and just whip it around with wind, and she's pretty awesome. I get to, we're gonna get to see a character move in a way that we haven't seen before in terms of her, in terms of Cyclone's agility and Cyclone's capabilities with how, they move through the air. So that's going to be pretty cool. Visually stunning. We're going to see something we haven't seen before. Yeah, working with DJ is cool, man. He's got a great attitude, really good energy, always supportive, and it's nice to know that we're coming into this equally excited. You know what I mean? We're finding our way in the superhero space, and we're getting to just try a bunch of different cool new things. And our director is great for that because he's just got ideas for days. So it's been a real cool environment, man, for sure. Yeah, the way we've been coming at it, man, it's just, I feel like there's a real sort of camaraderie when it comes to highlighting the real attributes of these two characters, making sure that the fans, whatever we get into, are going to get something exciting. If they're fighting, if they're squared off, but also trying to build up, we're focusing on building up what their relationship is, the trajectory of their journey from beginning to end. Because they're natural adversaries who are both on the side of the good in their own ways, which kind of clashes. So it's like there's a strange mutual respect between these characters, but they're just always bumping heads. Well, on a film like this, of this magnitude and this sort of scale of importance when it comes to, the superhero world getting it right, we can go big all the time. So every time I see something, whether it's a car being flipped, an explosion, a fight scene that we have going on, us fighting in the air, all this kind of stuff, to me, it really is something that I'm lucky to be a part of and I'm lucky to see, because this is the kind of stuff, dreams are made of. It's kind of stuff that when people see people filming on location, they wait outside, their houses with cameras waiting to see this kind of stuff. We get a front row seat, and it really shows me how cool and how special this industry is, what we get to do, and how lucky we are to be in this position doing it with this kind of film. Yeah, everybody's fantastic, man. I mean, I love everybody's attitude, everybody's energy. I will say it again and again and again. The coolest thing is to be able to work with Pierce and see that, you know, for all of his accomplishments and success, that he still is equally excited about this as we are. You know, it's lovely to see Quintessa and grow into this and into this space, and see Noah as well, because, you know, they're in their 20s, man. Imagine being a part of a world like this that young, like just the start of, you know, that's amazing. You know what I mean? And everybody's attitude just kind of meshes perfectly, especially for what we need to get this film done and for the characters that they're playing. So it's just a bunch of love, man. And even beyond that, the rest of the cast, where everybody's on the same page about getting this thing done the right way. So for me, I feel fortunate because that's kind of rare. You know, it's pretty rare. And everybody's just really talented. You know, I'm loving watching it. I think, you know, for me, it's special being able to get to see the other actors perform and do their things, especially for the moments that, you know, maybe we're not in the same scene, something like that, because they're, you know, they're rare moments, far and few in between. I'm mostly hanging in the air, but it's pretty awesome just because everybody's heart's in it, man. And I just feel like it's going to be a really special film. Everybody's putting in their work and, you know, putting in full dedication. I feel like it's going to pay off in a big way. No, Jama is amazing. The shots that he's getting are incredible, and the shots that he's setting up, man, it's fantastic. And for me, the thing I love about Jama the most, you know, is his demeanor, his candor, but he's also open. Like if he has a good idea, you know, he's like, oh, let's go try this, let's go do this. Or if I need another take, or if I want to push an idea, try to push something a little bit further, like if we're doing a stunt, it's like, hey, how about this? Let's make it more dynamic. Jama's right there with you. You know, and I really enjoy that, because with a film like this, you got to have a massive amount of imagination, right, to push it to its full potential. And when you have a team that's ready to push with you, that only makes things that much easier, that much better. But yeah, he's you know, the attitude comes from the top down, and I like that. Jama's very warm, and he comes in with a lot of great ideas, and he allows us to just flourish in our space. So for me, this has been a fantastic time working with the director. And, you know, it's our first time working together, hopefully not the last. I was in New York. I was actually quarantining when I found out that I had gotten the job. So it was New York in September. And after quarantine, I started training on my own around like October. Aerial training, flipping, things like that. I grew up a martial artist. I was a competitive martial artist, but wasn't really self-aware in the air. So trying to, you know, flip and backflip, front flip, and at the same time putting on weight, having to assess my whole nutritional plan, because when you're doing a body transformation, it comes down to like there's a science to it.